Right, start us off, Joshy.
Welcome to the Rigshakers podcast. You're with Josh,
Peter,
and Thomas, new member of the pod.
Co-host
number 3.
Co-host 3.
Co-host number 3.
Made it this week.
Yeah.
Still one down. Soon.
Where was I last week? What was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think you just didn't fancy it.
We didn't invite you. I don't think we didn't want you.
Didn't want the sauce.
Wanted to. Still a man down. Hopefully, be back for the next one. Yeah, we said it might be a little Zoom call. For the next pod.
Cool. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah. Last week we just introduced the pod and talked about mine and Pete's fitness journey, starting CrossFit.
Well, we got into it. We had a little malfunction with mics.
Yeah. Sound
if you
quality.
do get to watch episode 1, sound quality is terrible. So
apologies.
Forgive us for that.
Yeah, bear with us.
A bit better this week.
I still need to make my way through the pod. I'm good. Well, started watching it.
It's a hard
It's hard. We do apologise. Hopefully this one will be a bit more interesting. A few less likes all the way through.
We have had a couple of people come up to us and say they have watched it from the gym though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool already. It's taking off.
And enjoyment from it apparently.
What's that?
Enjoyment.
was a key word. How did you find it? Enjoyment. Yeah.
So, Tom, question number 1 we ask everyone who's going to be joining us on the podcast.
Here we are.
Why did you get into CrossFit?
Why? I didn't really know about CrossFit when I sort of discovered it, I guess. Or leading up to it. It was like, I was working on the beach as a lifeguard, still swimming at the time. And 2 of my mates who I worked with had just started dabbling in it. Toby and Ted. And Jack. Shout out the boys. And I think I'd done my main comp for the summer and I still wanted to do a bit of fitness. And then they were like, come down CrossFit Spitfire. Shout out again, Norwich boys. And jumped in straight away into a couple classes. And I think I finished the summer, then went back to swimming. And then once I stopped swimming in around COVID time, then whacked full-time CrossFit from then, really. But I was doing a bit of a madness when I was doing the classes through the summer. This is what I was telling you about this the other day. Crazy. I wasn't doing this for very long because it wasn't optimal at all. I would do, me and my friend Johnny would go in the morning, do the morning session, work, go back in the evening, do the evening session, and try and beat our previous one.
It was the same workout and try and beat
scores from the morning. We didn't do that for very long, but I think our coach, caught on. Because we were probably talking about it. So, I did this
sort it out,
this isn't optimal. You can't do that. Come back in the evening maybe and do something different.
Please stop doing what you do.
Yeah, basically. But I think we just loved it straight away.
I think that's a good idea for future podcast episode though, is mistakes people make when they first get into CrossFit.
Yeah. I think you get that bug straight away, don't you? And you just want to
just go all in,
try and do everything.
Yeah, I think I was following about 7 programs at one point.
Yeah, you said you was rowing and playing badminton.
It was like comp train for us.
Yeah, comp train. I was like,
because that was free at the time.
Lou was doing like JST, so I'd do that. I'd do the class. Then like Freddie and James Lewis would come in the afternoon and do whatever they were following, and just like we'd just do little bits with everyone in the gym.
It's not so bad when you're younger. You kind of just
you can just from it. And then I go to Penlan in the evening then to do bodybuilding.
But you would progress so much quicker if you just
and you're just constantly trying to do everything, aren't you? You're trying to do a bit of a clean, bit of a snack.
Yeah, that's it. No focus.
Mess around on the rig
whatsoever.
Stop yourself from falling over upside down.
Yeah, that's
double unders. Trying to learn double unders.
That was constantly.
That was a long process.
Long process. People ask me now, they're like, "Oh, how long did it take you to learn flip toes to bar and kipping?" And then in my head, I just always known it, but it did take me a while. Yeah. It was just an alien.
Different things for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like handstand walks for me. Like we used to have a guy, a Kiwi guy in the gym, Alistair, massive 6'5" guy, and he used to always hate it when I tried to practice handstand walks. Because I would literally just kick up and fall over and just like, he's like, you're actually dangerous, not to yourself, but to other people.
To other people.
think I fell into a assault bike one time, and he was like on the assault bike next to it. He wasn't happy.
I feel like now as a coach though, you're always trying to like preach the small things like your basic kit, and then kicking up against the wall trying to hold a static before you do all these crazy things. Then, like, probably the same with you guys when you first started. It's like,
not at all what I did when I first started.
Forget the kit. Just try and do butterfly. Your bar muscles up.
Rip your shoulder out.
Yeah, handstand walk straight away. But it's just trying to stop yourself from falling over. It's just forget all the basics. There's no basics there, but
that's it. And you want people not to fall into the same traps you did.
Yeah. And like even if they did, it's fine. But there's so much better ways to do it.
Yeah, it's faster.
But it's just boring.
No,
like holding a handstand against the wall rather than just trying to walk is so much. That's
more
fun.
Slower process, but slowly builds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, in the long term, you're
if you can
way
see
better off.
Paying off, doesn't it? And like that kip just comes down from everything. Like your toast bar, you put up bar muscle. If you can master that, then it's just...
You can definitely like learn to handstand walk, like without learning to handstand hold and like the basics first. But if you do it the other way around and you go handstand hold first, then it's like you'll be way faster progressing to like pirouettes, handstand ramp, stuff like that. The higher skills. Yeah.
Right.
So into
SID then.
Yeah.
That's the topic of today, isn't it?
Today's podcast episode
it's all about
is SID Origins, which is happening this weekend in the NEC in Birmingham, which has changed from last year. Last year was in Bath University.
Well, it's only been in Bath, hasn't it?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware. As far as I can remember, Bath University.
R.I.P. Bath Uni.
No more.
It's good. It was a class venue.
Yeah, it was a good venue.
Oh, we had the swim. There's no swim this year.
No swim, no run.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a nice venue to be on.
And it's like every comp seems to be in the NEC.
It's
just like
the one good thing about the NEC, Gloucester 50 services. All the
sweet.
That's unreal.
Yeah,
sweet potato.
We have to stop on the way.
I've still never been.
Have you never been? Oh, mate, you'll love it.
Never been.
Wings' birthday on Friday as well. Stopping on the way.
Live this Friday.
At
the services.
At the services, you'll see him smashing some sweet treats down there.
Oh yeah, getting ready for that thruster.
Yeah, boy.
Tell you what I don't like about NEC though.
What?
The parking.
18 quid.
Oh, and you've got to the price of it, and then you've got to walk about 3 miles as well.
Walk in the rain. You fucking.
Does that make it worth it though? No.
Dap, soak in, get into the event.
No.
Yeah.
We're not quite sure why they haven't gone back to Bath. Are we? We haven't been.
No,
they haven't released anything on that.
Another event on or something.
No.
A bigger event.
Yeah.
What's bigger than
I was thinking it's because they
Origins.
have got more teams in there this year, and maybe
it was too. Yeah, it was struggling.
I was
It
saying,
was
do you
packed,
reckon it was struggling?
Yeah, but it's an extra like 20 teams this year, isn't it?
Oh, that's a lot more people. Oh, saying that
20 teams an extra.
That where we were all the teams were sat.
Yeah,
that
you
was
imagine
rammed,
that with
wasn't
another
it?
20 teams.
Because you'd have that and then the stands as well.
Yeah,
Carnage.
which is a shame.
Yeah.
But South West is going to be there this year. South West Regionals.
In Bath, that would be good.
Yeah,
Are you doing that?
I'll give it a whack.
Yeah,
Teams, isn't it? Or
Pairs.
pairs?
Same
Me
sex pairs,
and
mixed
Joe are
pairs,
doing it. You
or
and Bez
indie.
are doing it.
Yeah.
Could give it a whack indie or
Yeah.
Indie on
Fun.
the Saturday.
Bez
Fun
wants to
pairs
do it,
ones.
isn't he? He has a master.
could ask Al Tom or someone. See if Maurice wants to do.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah, you fucking win that.
You do well.
You would win that.
Do well.
They do good prize money as well, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. It attracts decent
A
athletes.
lot of
for
people
that.
do the
Like last
individual
year,
and then the pairs
last
the day
year we
after.
had like Tom Kingdom, Harry Keane.
That's true, yeah. Yeah,
There's
big-
some
yeah,
decent, some big names
go
going
into
to
It'd
it.
be good going up against them.
Yeah.
No, well, I don't know if they will this year. Maybe.
But also, it's quite local as well.
When
isn't
is
it?
it?
So it's not too bad.
August
Yeah.
the 16th, I want to say.
Yeah.
That's after
I'll say
UK champs will run the same time, isn't it?
Month after.
Yeah.
Month
UK
after.
champs is July.
Oh, perfect.
Normally first week of July.
There we go. Qualifiers must be around.
May, I think they
First
are.
of May.
Yeah.
they say, yeah. First week of May.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good. The qualifiers looked good last year because Joe and AJ did it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They looked,
What was their name again? Something Rogue.
Panthers.
Sex
Oh, the Sex
Panthers.
Panthers.
That's a joke.
So I felt Anchorman.
I've never watched it.
Oh, yeah, it's class.
Right, back
Yeah,
on track.
never mind,
It was a massive
Yeah.
Never mind that, Tom.
How have we got to Anchormania? So, SID Origins. Okay, initial thoughts on the workouts. Josh.
Oh, man. Boo.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. At first, I was like, oh, they got like everything in there, the rope climbs, overhead squats, pull-ups, high level gymnastics. But then you look at it and it's like, well, it's a shame that more people don't have to do them. That's what I always think every year. It's more inclusive because if you haven't got them,
you're not just stood looking at
in the locker, that everyone can still be involved. But I would rather a few more people have to be able to do those things.
At least on like one workout where it's like everyone should have to do at least like
a minimum work
bars,
requirement. So, but and obviously
the biggest thing,
the worm,
the
worm
biggest
not
thing
being
is the
in,
worm,
elephant in the room,
which is like
lack of
and SO1 as SO1 we've literally been the last 12 weeks almost, last 3 months I'd say.
Beginning of December we started.
We've literally
every Saturday
every Saturday doing pretty much worm training, and I feel like it
even
like,
for a little bit for triple threat as well.
I feel like team comps and indie comps, the one thing that separates them two is the worm. Like that's the only thing you get on team that you don't get in individual comps. So I feel like if it is a team comp, like it needs the worm in there. And we're not quite sure why they haven't got the worms in there.
A few rumours.
A few rumours. Like the suppliers
let them down.
But it's like
just get that ordered.
Yeah, surely that should be done. Like from last year's comp, it should be like, right, next year we're going to need this many worms.
Just taking it for granted, I think, because
with the extra like amount of teams as well. What? That's only 2 more worms, isn't it?
You would need the same amount of worms. It would be more heats, wouldn't it?
True,
so.
Yeah, it's not even a case of them having to have more worms, is it? It's just...
I don't know quite what's going on there, but it is a bit of a shame when
might find out.
Yeah,
especially since it's their main.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. Well, last year there was 2 odds, weren't there?
Was it Compact Force? That's what it's called.
Compete.
Yeah. That's like the
whole
sponsor of the bloody event. So
and they put a post out
saying that there was going to be expect to see
last week.
Yeah,
so it must have been a recent thing.
Infamous worms and stones.
Yeah, and you can buy them after we've used them at the event for a discounted price, but actually you can't.
We're not using them.
Them.
So can you buy brand new worms?
Yeah.
Maybe they get them on the Sunday.
Yeah, well.
Because they were all different. They looked like second hand last time, didn't they? I wouldn't say they were all brand new. Because they all look different.
Yeah, they do all
They're
look
all different. Like
camo,
the same brand.
Camo and black and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that'll be a shame because we spent so much time training it, but still pretty confident going in.
Yeah, they're still a good test of all-round fitness for sure. But one thing that I think is like clear is that they've tried to make it more functional fitness based / more inclusive, where the workouts are a bit lower skill, a bit longer time frame, and a bit more like grunt work type workouts.
There's nothing really in there that's like crazy, like that sexy stuff.
Yeah.
Apart from like your pullovers, your bar muscle ups. Yeah. That's kind of
you have that the one workout where it's got everything complex and fun you can think of, and then the rest of the workouts are just a bit like they don't excite you, do you? Yeah. Like I remember last year in SID Origins,
there's probably a bit of every workout where it's like,
I was like, this is gonna be epic sort of thing, and it would come down to 1 or 2 moments where you're like, this is pretty cool, like someone going unbroken or someone hitting the big lift,
there's
like
opportunities for a madness to sort of unfold.
Even like the run and the swim, like they're just different, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's not in there now.
And that was it was so nice. I'm not the best swimmer, but it was so nice just doing that swim.
It was just fun.
I just thought,
fun,
I can't wait to next year.
That was probably the most nervous I was for the comp.
Yeah,
was last year.
It's just nice to have a little
for the swim.
For the swim, because it's just like, although you swim leading up to the comp, I'd never done it in a competition. Like you obviously have been an ex-swimmer.
Even that though, I'm sure I would have been nervous. Like,
but it's like you knew what like it feels like to like swim flat out sort of thing when the pressure's on. So, and it's like we didn't have that. So we get to the side of the pool. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna drown.
Yeah, first time wearing one of them. The hats.
The swim hats.
Felt like my head is going to explode.
And then we had to. Well, did we all wear a t-shirt?
Was it just you. Yeah, the best swimmers.
Survival swimming. To play
that was a good twist.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Heavy. Well, obviously because it was water, but it was definitely a good twist.
It's heavy enough without a t-shirt. Like a t-shirt on you.
And then the run, it's like because those were the two things, weren't they? Like a team run,
Yeah, I feel
and
like
a swim, and
yeah,
I thought I'd at least see the assault runners in there.
Yeah, or even just a run, because they do a trail run in
Yeah.
the NEC, like in SID UK Champs, the one we did.
I always remember
trail
when Origins gets released. I think the time, not last year, year before. I mean, they made such a big thing out of that team run. That was like
Yeah.
Origins.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like that's
massive.
what is
Yeah.
missing this year. Is like you sort of knew what you were
The big
getting
one
with.
was that big run.
You could almost like train for SID Origins, because you know there's always going to be a team run. There's always going to be 6 people swimming. There's always going to be a max left or a clean ladder. There's always going to be, you have to hold on for big unbroken gymnastic sets.
I don't think that's a bad thing either. Like some people think like doing the same thing is
Yeah,
bad, but like you've
Everyone
got that
loves
structure
the
there.
max
you
lifts.
can put
Everyone
yeah,
loves the max lifts.
switch up. You can switch up a little bit, but just having that like
Yeah, that's
3-4 things that are
Yeah.
like structured.
yeah.
In there.
Gives you
It's
something
good.
to actually train towards them, rather than just like hoping for the best.
Yeah.
But this year, like even when the workouts have come out and people have asked me like, what should I train this week? Is there anything I should be practicing? And it's like there's nothing really to practice, is there? It's just like individual fitness levels.
Yeah.
The only things that might throw a spanner in the works is 4 people overhead squats, which is
Yeah.
I think pretty cool to put in there.
It'd be interesting the layout of that, whether it be
If it's in a line or in a square. Yeah, I was
square,
thinking
that'd
that
be
as well.
interesting to see. And how there's going to be some big lanes because it's synchro rope climbs as well, right?
Yeah, so you can have 2
Yeah, a lot of
lanes. So I do
space,
think
yeah.
it'll be like 1-1-1-1 in like a square.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
But one thing I do like about this SID compared to previous SIDs is the fact that I feel like you have to have strength in depth.
Yeah.
I feel like past SIDs, you could have 1 or 2
Big
really
hitters, like-
pretty good athletes that could carry the team in most of the events, or at least in 3 or 4 of them. Whereas in this year, I feel like it is more about having just a no one being weak sort of thing across the board. And you have that real strength and depth where everyone's fit and everyone can do
Yeah.
more of the skills. Because even like in that high skill one, where it's the handstand walks, although one person handstand walks, I feel like the gymnastics volume is too much for one person to just do that all themselves.
Yeah.
You know, like 60 synchro chest to bar.
On those first 2 especially.
Yeah, you
isn't
know,
it?
60 synchro chest to bar. Like, yes, someone might be able to do 30 unbroken
Yeah.
muscle ups at the end. But
Yeah, on
the
the
fact that
ropes and-
even if you have like an athlete who can do that, you still need 2 athletes that can do decent chest to bars and 2 athletes that can synchro pull up, and an athlete who's really good at pullovers as well, sort of thing. So it definitely means that
It spreads the team.
spreads the team, and everyone gets to do a bit more work rather than you just rely on 1 or 2 people to do 15 unbroken ring muscle ups at the end, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The thrusters, then.
Yeah.
How do you-
What?
It is good, like you
One
say,
thing-
we don't go into like a max lift, and so it's like a ladder's cool and thrusters are a bit different.
One thing I want to
I think I
check,
gone too much for that 125 though.
and with me whilst I check this, because there was a thruster ladder the year before we did it.
Yeah.
So SA1's only done it last year. I'm not sure why we didn't do it the year before,
We tried to.
and we didn't
Yeah,
qualify.
we didn't qualify the year before.
We were like a
Year before we didn't qualify. The year before that we did qualify.
By the master.
And then Gareth hit his rest. Okay. So we've only done it 1 year, and I swear the year before was a thruster ladder.
There was a thruster
And it
in
fin-
the qualifiers.
I'm pretty sure in the comp as well, and the last
Yeah, it
bar
was
was 120. I remember. But I just want to know
I think it would be
what
good.
the weights were before that.
To be like, we've seen it in comps before, so you'd have the build up like a ladder, and then
and a max lift as well.
then you just whatever you can hit for that last one, sort of thing. So you'd build up like 110 or 100, and then
right, then just
whatever
Yeah.
you got left, allocate like a
Yeah.
couple of people to
yeah, it would be
max
good
it.
so that you'd have a part A or part B,
Yeah.
and you could even throw a completely different lift in there, like a I don't know, I don't know, little hand
Bench press.
Bench press.
Yeah, that's
Who
what I'm
doesn't
just-
want bench
There's
press?
still a
I'll tell you
chance
what-
it'll come up in the final.
Going completely off topic here, but Wodapalooza, I thought that was cool with the. You see those the row block things they use.
ballistic
Yeah,
blocks.
ballistic
Yeah,
blocks.
that was really
Yeah, they were
cool. I
sick.
did like that.
That was good.
'Cause you don't train. Well, you obviously train carries, but
Yeah,
Just
moving
different.
those and then organising them.
I feel
to
like that
bench
is a
on
lot
really-
more functional
Yeah.
thing to
That's good.
try and hold and carry. You know, like if you've got a big box or something to carry.
yeah.
And then doing it in sand as well. Just walking on sand is a nightmare. Let alone trying to carry some stuff on it.
Yeah, and I was saying to you earlier, Pete, about the devil press thruster.
Yeah,
combo.
that was a pretty cool.
That was teams,
Synchro,
wasn't it?
yeah, so they'd have to like
doing that in
single arm devil press straight into a single arm thruster synchro.
So essentially, from this, the ladder is the exact same.
apart from the last bar.
Every bar adds 5 kilos on.
Oh, so it was just minus then.
So it's just the same, but minus
so it's
5
the
kilos.
same. How many thrusters is the first bar?
60.
I know, that's way more then. That was 45. So in 2023, the thruster ladder was 45 thrusters at 60, 30 at 80, 10 at 100, 5 at 110, 3 at 120.
Shows how advanced people have gone in the last.
Yeah, and then this year,
Yeah, that's true.
it's 60 at 65, and then adds 5 kilos to each of the lift, but the same number of reps. But yeah, it's a big.
Yeah.
Going from 120 for free to 125 for free is a big increase for sure.
That's what I don't get when people say like CrossFit's dying and stuff, but
No,
everyone's getting so much better. There's so much more
that's
people
it.
every
Even
year
like
doing
2
it.
years ago, yeah.
Like you're gonna have quite a few teams that finish that 125 bar or something, which is mad.
Crazy.
I do think what's changed is that the people our level or below are now just getting so much better over the past like 3 years, because you've got people now that have the ability to train full time, nearly full time, or like they'll be able to do double sessions.
I feel like the online coaches and stuff is like
that's
that
like a new
industry has just completely bloomed and blossomed, hasn't it? So
thing.
and we're now joined by
Here
Big
he
Albie.
comes, Mr. Bass. Of course,
Bound to
Verity's
interrupt
let him
us.
out. Yeah. Right, buddy.
Hey puppy.
What's happening, mate?
Right, we can't go off topic again. Back on the workouts
Back
then.
to Mr. Bass.
We've
Back on
kind
workouts.
of done rope climbs, synchro rope climbs, synchro overhead
Synchro
squats.
rope climbs is a cool factor.
What you were saying there about
comp.
you can have fast people. Well, like last year, you can run to the rope, do a leg lift, but you can't have that this year, which is interesting.
Doing it synchro
Yeah,
at the
and
same
you've got
time.
way more.
And the fact that the number of reps it is 18 per group, and it has to be synchro. You can't have someone who doesn't do any.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, someone is going to be dying on those 30 overhead squats.
And you can't have someone that's going to make up a load of ground on it either.
No.
Which is
because they
really-
have to wait for.
yeah.
So that's
Which is
why it's
interesting.
that cool.
And same with the overhead
Cool
squats.
team
You can have
elements.
someone who's done real overhead squats, but you've got to then.
You've got to
Three
pace
other
yourself
people,
for
yeah.
the other team. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is
And it's that kind of number where, and weight, it's not too heavy, it's not too many. Can you
go broken?
And is it worth it either? 'Cause
Yeah,
then
and
you
that
have
is the other thing.
And you might have like some sub teams that can, some sub teams that
teams that
can't,
can't,
so it
yeah.
should make for a good
Just
race.
playing
I think that's
to
the
your
work
strengths.
I'm actually most excited for.
That one, I think is pretty
First one
cool.
last year
Was a rope climb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double snatch. Yeah,
Rope climb
And that one was
yeah.
probably
That
one of
was
my
class.
favourites.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was good.
Was it me and you together?
Yeah.
That was with Al. Yeah, that was good.
And I messed up the
But
race.
that one was.
I thought we had done, but we had 5 more or something, and I dropped it.
But that one was more again like you just put your better people on the heavier dumbbells sort of
Yeah.
thing, and it was Bob's your uncle. Whereas this year is definitely more. Everyone has to do quite a bit of work. Even just say now someone doesn't do any of the rope climbs, they've still got to do 45 overhead squats, which isn't.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, it just isn't easy.
Yeah.
That's good. And then second one, toaster bar dumbbell deadlift.
Deadlift. Yeah.
Deadlift,
Again,
yeah.
that's nothing crazy.
No.
And wrap.
That is more about no. That's just for time.
Time.
21, 21, 21.
Yeah.
And then the next team.
Yeah.
Twos.
In pairs. Yeah.
Pairs, yeah. But that's one, like you look at them all and you think, oh, sound. Like it's going to be.
Yeah, that second
hard,
one.
'cause
That
you've gotta
second one,
hang
I
on.
feel like so many teams will be going unbroken on both the toaster bar and the deadlifts, and it's almost about like A, rep speed, and then
speed,
B,
yeah.
making sure you're getting no reps on the synchro
Yeah.
toaster bar and synchro deadlifts, because there was a 4 as well. So I think it's definitely cool the fact that like they're making you go full synchro on a couple of things.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like we've done that before, and I feel like that's probably where they've tried to like. It probably was a worm. I feel like the first one would have been rope climbs and worm squats maybe, and then because they haven't got the worm now, they've had to bring in the overhead squats as a
Oh,
full.
no,
do you reckon?
I feel like it's the same.
It's a
I feel
four,
like
yeah.
it's toaster bar and worm deadlifts or something like that. Worm cleans, and they've had to change it to the.
That would make sense. Yeah. It's going to be very grippy, that. I feel like
that's
a
what-
dumbbell
grippy
deadlift's
workouts
harder.
off the
Two
Yeah.
grippy workouts off the bat. Pretty much everything includes grip.
Yeah.
Rope climbs, overhead squats, toes to bar, deadlifts.
Then into
Ergs. Workout 3
Winx's gym.
is just how bad do you want to hurt, essentially, and it's
14,
as simple as that.
14.77.
Yeah, mini
Transitions between-
triathlon,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's
Yeah.
going to be good. I think that is going to be a fun event.
I don't think it's going to be fun,
Oh,
but I
I
think
wouldn't say fun.
But just like, I think it's going to be good vibes because everyone's
Yeah,
just
everyone's just
maintaining
gonna
it.
be
after
yeah.
it, you're going to be like,
And
wow,
it's
I couldn't
on-
have done much more
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I like events like that, especially if they link up the row screens and stuff like that, so
Like
you can
have
see
it,
who's
yeah,
sit-
that'd be good.
you can see who's ahead, who's behind, what paces people are holding. But also, it's like you don't really know how you've done
Yeah, that's true.
because you've got 2 other sub teams with you,
This could be a
and you've got 3 different sections.
nightmare
So
for
you
scoring.
could win. I don't know how they're gonna adding up 9 different scores is gonna be
for just one of us as well.
Yeah.
It's like,
that is gonna
how
be a
many
nightmare.
teams?
They must have 3 judges on each station. Surely one judge isn't responsible for.
No, they'll have one each machine, I guess.
Yeah,
A
it
lot
would
of
have to.
people. A lot of
And then they move with you, sort of thing. Yeah.
But there won't be another event going on like simultaneous to that, is there? No.
No, we don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, from what it seems, and I think they sent the sports guide out today, which I actually haven't had a look at. Probably should have before doing this podcast. But from what it seems, you actually have people that do more workouts than others.
Yeah, we'll be
Oh, yeah,
up
an
to
extra.
6 and 5.
An extra 6
last
workout,
year it was
isn't
the
it?
same. Yeah, so.
Oh, and then the final.
This year 3, 5, and I'm gonna say 8 are linked together, but then only
Yeah.
3, 5, 8, and then 4 and
Yeah, if you do 3,
9.
you do 5.
Yeah.
And then you'll do 8 then.
Yeah.
Because the other
and
team will
then
be
4
doing
and
the-
9. Yeah,
I like that both. Everyone does the egg thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
That's good. I like that.
because they're just like such a staple in the.
And again,
CrossFit
like you
scene.
say, if you've got anyone that's not good on eggs, even though
Yeah,
even though it's not great for us
that's
because
it,
we
no.
have some people who aren't great on eggs. But
He's exposing our team members.
yeah.
But yeah, I feel.
Also, tactics on that are we going to talk about?
yeah,
We're gonna let everyone know.
I was gonna say, are we allowed to divulge?
Is it like a? I haven't
Some
even
secrets?
thought about that one. Is it going to be
Yeah,
like
it's
a,
like
a
mode-
30-second
My-
sprint
I-
each
yeah,
and
I
then swap?
think
Or what?
30 seconds on each machine, personally. I think 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And just keep that going, especially with like this ski erg, because the transition times take
Yeah,
nothing. You can literally just
Yeah.
pass the handle so easily and continue. And the bike doesn't
Bike's pretty
take
quick.
bike doesn't take too much either, unless you've got someone like me with Claude, someone's 6 foot and someone's 5'2". But the row, I feel
That's
like
just going-
you might want to stay on a bit longer because
Yeah.
otherwise you lose it in those transitions.
Definitely a few inches to be made there with those transitions.
Yeah,
like keeping the feet,
100%.
the foot straps.
Yeah, don't tighten your foot straps in.
Just meeting
and
at a
just
middle
making
ground
sure the
on
fan's
the-
spinning as
yeah.
much as possible. Because it's like, even if you hold a 140 pace the whole time, if you lose 5 seconds each transition, you know,
just
like
meeting
someone
it.
could be holding 150 and beat you. So it is like, although
That's
it
something
is,
you can
and that's
practice
one thing
regularly.
I love about competing compared to training. It's like,
Yeah, you do learn a lot from it.
yeah, it's like those little transition times and things like that. Making sure, like, as soon as that 3, 2, 1 go, you like actually start rowing or skiing.
It's
or
not a
whatever
build
it is,
into it,
yeah.
so you're going ham. His first 5 strokes.
You know, and things like that, like those transition times.
What?
Make,
Crazy.
First 5 strokes.
that's crazy. they like do make a lot of difference in the final leaderboard sort of thing, especially in SID Origins where there's 100 teams this year. I feel like 100 and then 10 invitational.
Where we just talked for 20 minutes and realised we weren't recording any longer, so we've reset.
Lesson 1, learn how to record with mics. Lesson 2,
Yeah,
check the camera.
get a memory
producer.
card.
Get a better memory card.
Yeah,
Someone behind the camera 24/7.
Probably see.
Probably see, yeah.
yeah.
Fezzy
When,
T.
when the budget, when
Yeah.
when we get a couple more sponsors and viewers, now we'll
Yeah,
get that.
Sponsor of this podcast is...
Well, we're going to target crafty
Crafty
smugglers, best
We're gonna-
coffee in Swansea.
Coffee.
That is...
Yeah.
Oh,
And they're going to donate us coffee.
Yeah, I'll
easy. Well, I've just had a haircut from the chopping block.
Chopping
the
block.
chopping block.
Fresh trim.
Cheese. Looking good.
Shoes.
Ready for the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Impress the ladies. Oh no, actually,
No.
sorry. Not to impress the ladies.
Take it, man. Now.
Take them
Impress them men.
all wifed up. So we left off by...
Honestly, man.
We left off by talking about men. No, we're talking about rowing, the rowing event and the Ig event.
The Ig event, back to that 20 minutes ago. So what you were saying...
Is that 100 metres, it's going to, I feel like, even though there's 100 teams, 100 metres will be a big separation on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like so...
You're going to hold the same pace.
Even across the board, yeah. It's just
And
gonna be
it'll
so
all
even across
average
the board.
out to pretty
Yeah,
much.
you'll have monsters, but then you'll have weaker people, and it'll be cool to see like what the average pace to win that event. And then not only that,
And to hold it
is
for the other 7
you've got it
minutes.
on 2 workouts, so it's like what will be the best score across the board compared to your sub team, but then also will be like you can't just load one team and leave the other team to die.
Yeah. You're not turning that mic off now, are you, Tom? You're not having any more malfunctions.
So we've got that was epic.
That was the end of that one. Then
And
we
then
got
we're
on
going
to
into the one where you do one or the other.
so winks on the clean,
Winks on the clean and jerk, so it's
on the down ups.
down ups and ground to overheads.
Yeah, sorry, not clean. Well,
Keep saying clean and jerks
it
because
definitely will be.
we're clean and jerking.
Yeah.
And then you've got the world's most fun workout.
People, no, step up.
The-
Box step overs.
The Waterpalooza
We'll get
box
your
step
2-stepping
overs.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have Al Tom. And then sandbag cleans.
Bean machine.
Machine. Oh, we need to get him on the podcast. Right, he would be so
He'd
funny.
on it, to be fair.
Just come up with the most rogue stuff ever. But
Yeah.
100 down ups, and it's not even 1 round for time. It's a 20-minute AMRAP. It'd be a bit
Yeah,
more fun if it
is
was 1 round for time.
Are we? Well, you guys tried some of them step overs earlier. Do you think they would bang them out?
Yeah,
Sandbag cleans.
Nothing.
You
is,
will finish the 100.
I think you're
down-ups.
gonna finish the 100 down ups, get back to the box step overs. But it's like with that workout, nothing's too bad. You can't go that.
Oh shit! Get back because it's an AMRAP.
It's an AMRAP.
What do you reckon? 5-5.
So it's like
How?
you can only really go one pick. Although there's that Waterpalooza 2-stepping technique. It's like your heart rate's not going to get too high on it.
No.
You're doing 50 and you're having rest, and it's 1-to-1 with rest.
If you
What do you
doing
reckon?
that.
100 down ups.
On the sandbag cleans,
5 minutes.
less down ups compared to burpees. Yeah, I'd say less.
Then
But
sandbag
it is all synchro. You can't-
Yeah, true.
so-
We'll say 5 minutes.
cleans could be 5.
60.
Yeah.
Nah, you could bang up 20 in a minute.
Oh, can you? Yeah. Alright, there you go.
3 minutes,
3
8 minutes, and then 200 box step overs. I genuinely have no idea how long that would take, but I do think you're getting back to the box.
Yeah.
I don't think that takes 12 minutes.
I think they're quicker. Are they quicker than box jump overs?
How long does Chad take? An hour.
50 minutes.
Divide that by 5. 12. So it might take 12 minutes actually.
To do the
Maths just went straight over my head.
to do the first lot.
Yeah. But it's like 100
But that's
each. isn't it?
step ups.
Yeah,
And
step
step
overs.
overs. And you've got weight on your back. So-
Yeah, that's true actually. And you know you've
And
got
you've got-
1,000 to
Yeah.
come. Yeah, that's true. So I do think you're getting back to the box, but it's just like you can't really send it because you want to make sure you're in sync at all times on the box and on the down ups. I feel like if you try to push the pace on the down ups and you start getting no
This could
reps,
actually be quite an exciting one.
I wouldn't say exciting.
Not exciting.
Ha-
But I know
but-
what I'm doing.
I think
But
it'll be
like
fun
fun-
to do.
Yeah,
really boring
yeah,
to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, boring to watch, but
Like
kind of
it's-
fun to do.
if you've got family and friends coming up to it, they're just going to be like,
What is this?
What am I watching? We've got people just 2-stepping over a box 100 and odd
And
times.
lying down and getting back up.
Lying down and getting back up 100 odd
You
times.
couldn't even make it interesting.
And you wouldn't even know like what team's winning
Oh,
until they change exercise, and then you do. But it's like when you're on 200 box step overs,
yeah.
you have no idea who's where.
No.
So that one's not as fun. The one that's partnered with it, bit more fun. Down ups and ground to overheads.
Yeah.
It's sort of that way where it's like too heavy, I would say for the most part, too heavy to touch and go snatch.
Yeah. And where you could
And
take a risk and
you could take a risk, but you could then
Fail.
start failing,
Yeah.
and then you just completely die off. Or it's like that. Wait, do I single snatch? Do I touch and go clean and jerk, or do I single clean and jerk? I feel like for most people, it's like those are the three options. You'll have some freaks that touch and go snatch the
you
80
could
bar,
I
for
think
sure.
For most people, it'll be that clean and jerk. Start with those unbroken sets,
Yeah.
and then just see where you're at when
When you're fatigued,
Yeah.
into it. And I feel like the time is
But
made
yeah,
up
you're
on the
getting a good bit of
barbell.
rest, aren't you? But you can still do those burpees, and doing that next set of 8 could hit home a little bit.
But it is like your workout is 24 down ups, 8 ground to overheads, and then 3 minutes rest. So in that regards, it is like you've got to treat that barbell like a sprint, because down ups, although like you can sprint them, you're not getting your heart rate up too high. Whereas
You're only going to go so fast.
you're only going so fast to stay in sync with the other person on your team, and then that barbell is where the separator is really. But I do like workouts like this where it's sub team 1, sub team 2, sub team 3. But I do feel sorry because you're always going to have a sub team that's just slightly less fit than the other two, and they get slightly less rest each round. They go slightly slower each round. The other 2 teams are having more rest, go faster, and then it's just like a vicious cycle. So yeah, whoever is that team on that one is not going to be having a fun time.
Yeah, and then there's the. Oh, we didn't get to that one, did we?
No, we haven't got to that one. But it's similar to event 8, which is the in pairs run, dumbbell
Which I'm
snatch,
gonna be
box
dragging
jump overs,
around.
which Josh is getting absolutely slapped on.
No.
What are the other 2 movements? The run.
Run, box jump overs, synchro, dumbbell snatch. So again, that one is even more so just sprint, end yourself, 2-3 minutes rest, do it again. It would be actually more rest than that. You're gonna have about 4 minutes rest, so it's even more sprints. But again, you're gonna have one.
How many people were in that one?
6.
6.
Again, you're gonna have one team, sub team that's slightly less fit than the other 2. That's just gonna get an absolute hammering.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
That'd be good fun though. Bit
Good.
of just spend in it.
That's a mental tough one.
Just-
That's
just make sure it's not you.
You're gonna be in the pain cave, but it's like you're not gonna fail a box jump over, and you're not gonna fail a dumbbell snatch at 22.5 or
90
15
metres
kilos.
is a bit interesting, isn't it? Whether that will be split up into shuttle runs or whether it's
Yeah, it's
45
likely
there,
45
The
there.
one
but-
thing I hadn't considered is if it's a 22.5, you only have one of each. I didn't consider that.
What do you mean?
You only have one 22.5, one 15.
Alright.
In which case you might want to partner boys with girls.
Wouldn't be too much different from what
What
we've
the
got
reps?
at the minute. 90 metres,
90
like
metres.
20 odd, and then.
And then 21 dumbbell snatch, 15 box jump
Yeah,
overs, I want to
so-
say.
Or the
So
other way
it's
around, I thought.
15, yeah, it's 15 box jump overs, then 21 dumbbell snatch.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
Fast, furious.
Just easy movement.
Get in the pain cave.
And then whilst you're doing
Right.
that, this is day
Right.
2.
This is day 2.
The other people
So,
are doing this
ergs.
machine.
Yeah, we've actually skipped 2 events here. So
Yeah,
we
so-
rewind.
First one.
Handstand walk one.
Oh, back to the handstand.
Back to the handstand walk. So we had a great 15-minute
Yeah.
topical conversation on this one, which we'll just have to repeat
Yeah, I'll
now.
have to remember what I said now.
So first things first was handstand skill increases each round, which is typical format for SID.
Yep.
As the workout goes on and the sub-teams go on, the movement gets harder. But then we said what was interesting is how I'd actually say the first gymnastic movements, which is the pull-ups and the chest to bar, is probably the easiest. It's the hardest part of that workout.
Easiest movement.
Yeah, because you have to
Easiest-
synchro it.
Because
so-
it's synchro and
Harder to
double
do,
the
right.
amount of reps.
Yeah.
So whereas for the 30 pullovers, 30 bar muscle ups, you're only really going to be doing max 15
As it's work.
of them
1 to
because
2.
it's 1 to 2 and just one person's doing it and it's accumulate. Whereas the chest to bars, you end up doing 2 people if you do it in 20, 2 people are going to be doing 40 chest to bars. But in one set, really.
Yeah, because
In one go.
you can't break. Everyone can't break.
But
it, so-
no. So it's cool how it is paired like that. So it's like normally you would have your better athletes on the last one, but then you do want to leave people that are good at chest to bars on the first one, because if you do backload it and have your best team last or your best athletes last, you might not even get there because you've got quite a bit of work to get through before you get there. Whereas in previous SIDs it's been like really easy work on the first bar, but it's normally like the lightest barbell with the easiest gymnastic movements. Whereas, and then you just save your people, your better athletes for the last sub team. Whereas this year you're gonna have to spread them out a bit more. So it definitely means you have to have more strength and depth across the team.
Yeah, definitely spread them out. And yeah, the did you just talk about the reverse handstand walk? That's the reverse handstand walk, new edition. Very rarely seen in competition.
See how that's split up as well.
Yeah, like if you have to do any of it and broke.
If you have to do
pirouette.
well, I think it's only 6 meters.
It's like handstand walk, pirouette, handstand walk, pirouette, handstand walk, reverse handstand walk.
Well, yeah,
something like that.
But I think it's only 6 meters, so if it's only in like 2 meter sections, it won't be too bad. If it's 6 meters unbroken, that's actually quite unique. And you'll have some gymnast specialists that make it look really easy, but that's
which is bound to happen in most gyms. You're going to have someone that's really good on the hands, so you can just rattle through those pirouettes, backwards handstand walking. But I think like you said there, where you're going to make up the most ground is on those earlier pull-ups, your chest to bars, because you can't make everyone can bar muscle at the same speed.
Yeah, that's it. Like even if you do it in 5 sets, you're not losing any time because someone will always be up on the bar. Because it's not enough. If it was like 60 bar muscle ups, different story. But because it's only 30, you can literally just do. Each person does 2 sets of 5.
Yeah,
and done.
60 reps is a lot of reps to get out of sync.
Yeah,
frustrated.
Yeah, and you start to fatigue. You start to get no reps.
You've done about 8
you drop,
reps,
and then one person's dropping off, and then the other 2 have to do 40, 50 chest to bars. Like that's no joke.
Good day. It'll be a good workout.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Definitely gonna.
Saturday night lights are always good fun. They're always like that, where it's just like sub-team sprints almost with the high skills. They're good fun. Really good spectator. Event. Good to watch. Always good fun. Which leads us on to the other good fun.
Day one. We'll probably be sitting in about 6th then. 6th position.
6th, is that your prediction?
Yeah, we'll drop a few from qualifying, or 1 from, what did we qualify? 5th.
Qualified in 5th, which is big.
That is big.
Because we've only done it 2 years.
Yeah.
No, this will be our 2nd year. So we didn't actually qualify 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So to go from not qualifying in 50th, placed 20.
Mid-20s.
We wanted to be 20.
Yeah, whatever it
we
was.
thought we'd get like 25th, but I think
and then we qualified in 5th this year, so a bit of more expectation going in, which isn't a bad thing, but it's still going to be a
bit of pressure.
fun weekend out of the way.
On the back.
Yeah, fun weekend out of the way. It's going to be good fun.
They are looking good though. We did well at triple threat.
Yeah.
Like as a gym.
As a gym.
Pretty much had everyone in the team.
We had 5 teams?
Yeah.
5, 6 teams?
Yeah.
Across the board?
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. Representation on a national comp like that. And then into SID.
Yeah.
Day 2.
Yeah, so it'll be...
Starts off with a bang. Fan favourite.
Big thrust.
Best event of the weekend, always the max lift. Not so much max lift.
No. This is the strength event, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, the strength event. Always good fun.
A bit different with a thruster.
Finishes off with a big 125 for free thruster.
Large.
The Winkelizer's gonna
nail
a good squat clean. Yeah, that 115 like to get.
Yeah,
I like to get that, and then I feel like we have a good opportunity to get to that 125 bar, and then it's
because that's the thing is like
what happens when we get to it. Isn't it?
It's not easy to get there.
No.
Although like every team will probably have like one person or like. Most teams will have one person that could hit that 125 bar. It's really not that easy to get there. 10 at 115, which is I'd probably say about half the comp's average 1 rep max thruster, and you've got to do 10 of them, then 5 at 115 and 3 at 125. It's like if your guy who can do the 3 at 125 has to do the 5 at 115 or 4 out of the 5, and then like 5 out of the 10 at 105, they're not going to be able to hit that 125 bar by the time they get there.
They could probably do a few touch and goes on that 105 bar.
But then is it
As in-
worth it? Sort of
It's
thing?
then they're doing that. They're getting through that 105 bar quicker. Then probably have to do a couple reps at 115 and then expected to do the 125.
Yeah, you just want them to have like a little warm up.
Yeah,
I do
just
think
one or
that's our
two.
benefit of having pretty much
All of us
our
can hit
guys
the
can do the
105.
105. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
we'll
then
just
we'll get to that
cover it.
115. I can.
But then again, like,
Hopefully we can get through that and then 125.
125.
Over to you, Babs.
Big Bevs.
The chief.
Chief Meister.
Yeah.
And then
Wait,
we'll
Liz.
be in 12th place.
Then we skyrocket down the leaderboard.
So we need to talk about the girls. The girls' weights.
I don't know them off the top of my
Final
head.
bar 80?
I think it's 80.
80 odd? I think that's
Might be
the
82.
I would say, I feel like you can have more teams finishing that 80 bar than the 125 bar. That's my claim now.
I think we've got some big hitters on that for the girls.
I think we could. We have two girls that can
come out
potentially.
clutch.
Yeah.
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 It's just
Yeah,
an
the
unknown,
girls-
isn't it? Because it's
You
like
could be getting a hard carry from the girls on that one.
whenever do you max out your thruster?
Yeah.
Never happens.
No.
No.
Yeah, we were
You know.
saying the Open, that's it.
Yeah, open
2 years ago. And that's post workout.
Yeah, so not even fresh. Completely different story. But Big Bev's hopefully on that 125, send it for free. We were saying to him earlier, he's got a 200 kg front squat for free and a 110 strict press. It's like, if you're not hitting 125 for thruster, we need to sort that. Something going on.
Out the team next year.
At the team next year.
Yeah. How much did you say strict press the other day, Tom?
Yeah. Are you going to call him out this time?
I did see 115
You've seen it.
strict press / push press.
He was so reluctant to say it that
forgot
way.
you said that earlier.
That's what I was trying to lead him on to the whole time.
He knows what he's doing.
And he does watch the Rigshakers, I'll make sure of that.
Yeah.
We'll post this as our little...
Yeah.
Still
So
filming.
good.
We'll post that as our little clip, as our little hug.
He knows what he's doing.
Call him at League Bears out. 115 strict / push press.
Slick push jerk.
Push jerk, yeah. Squat jerk. And
The strush press.
this trash press. That sounds like some disease or something.
Strush press. Not quite the same thing, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Then we're going on to
Well, we've sort of talked about workout 8, which is the run.
the run, yeah. So
yeah.
sprint D.
Then into your second erg, which will be the team that did the clean and jerk. I keep saying clean and jerks. Ground to
Ground to
overhead
overhead and down ups.
and down ups the day before, which then will have 3 males and 3 females. So your second sub team shouldn't
Do as good.
do as good on paper,
Whoa.
especially with the Winkleizer.
The Winkleizer.
Putting
That-
a mean
that-
pace.
Mean 2 minutes on average
I'm
pace.
looking forward to a bit of getting nasty on
Gonna
the
carry the boat.
Just
mate.
got to get nasty on that,
Yeah,
innit?
really get nasty with that. I'm a big C-bomb, aren't I?
Who?
Claude.
Yeah, I mean Claude.
And then Claude getting...
Pulling those average 2 minute pace on both
Mate, she was-
both sides.
She was getting it going on the row this morning, wasn't she?
Getting it going on the
That's
road.
good. That's a madness.
That's literally, she was
She's
ramping up to... ramping it up.
it was so funny to
Those
watch.
5 strokes,
She was doing like a bike and shuttle runs, getting on the rower, and she had to just do a rowing start. But we didn't know that. She just got on, did
off.
3 poles, and then she got off. And this is mid workout for multiple times. I was just like, what is going on?
Nice. Wish I should have filmed them.
Looking
But
fast.
she was, she's getting the rowing start practice for Sid. That's what she's
Yeah, I
doing.
liked it.
Yeah, that's good.
12 cows and 3 poles.
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
And then finishing off with the finals.
which
We don't know.
I reckon. Oh,
Yeah, predictions, go.
Oh,
I'm calling it. There's got to be that Velix rope, the heavy rope. Surely
Yeah.
they're a sponsor. We haven't. It's
Double
not,
unders in any other event?
no.
no,
No.
no, nothing. Maybe they'll put a ramp in. That one. But
surely not 200.
Yeah, I don't know.
events.
I was thinking rings could be in there, but
yeah,
I
I'd like.
think
I
to
to
hope
get
so.
to rings,
Toes to rings.
But usually you think rings are at the end of a workout.
Tell you what could be in
and
it.
there's no progression because we've done pull-ups, chest to bars, bar muscle-ups. There's no like going to be.
I tell you
unless
what
it's completely
I think
different.
could be. I think it could be a ascending thing of double unders. So you have like double unders, crossover single unders, crossover double unders. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, for
And
that
then-
heavy rope as well, maybe.
Maybe not the heavy rope,
They'd have to
but like
have
the
loads of
ascending like
ropes on the
that.
floor.
And I think it could be handstand push-ups. You know.
Oh,
I think it could go kipping strict chest facing, something like that. That would be a mean.
it wouldn't be good.
It would be a cool final.
It wouldn't be my best.
No, it'd be rubbish for me as well. But that would be a cool final. Just a couple of that in like sub teams of 2 or 3.
But I think they'll go for like the show, you know, like because think of last year's final was the squats,
The big
the
massive
sandbag
thing.
run. There was dubs in that, and then obviously that was the
everything,
gymnastics
wasn't
one.
it? Yeah.
No, the fact that you mixing the two. That was Saturday nights was the dubs handstand walk one. Sunday
Yeah, it
nights
was
was the
Front squats,
box jump overs.
and then,
Box jump overs, yeah, that's
and
it.
then the muscle ups.
so maybe a rope.
Something like
A rope.
that would
Sort
do
of
that, so
double
you
on
can
the rope.
see like these people have gone through
Yeah,
these,
this-
so it's
yeah.
like fun to watch that way. So I reckon they may even put a bit more sandbags in.
I think sandbags make a return. Sandbag squats or something.
Well, they used it in
Synchro
fret,
squats,
didn't they?
yeah.
And it could be like
That would be really cool. I
in
like
pairs, dubs. Sandbag
we've won that
shuttles,
workout.
sandbag
We've got the
squats.
2 sandbag squat kings from SID
Just
UK
hold it.
champ
Yeah.
with the Winkleiser and Maritz.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Some of the
fucking hell.
fastest sandbag squats I think I've ever
Yeah.
seen in my life.
Alex may find his tendon still on the floor there somewhere.
Yes.
Still up there, bouncing
That's
it.
mental.
Knee
yeah.
cartilage just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just rebound, wasn't it? Pure spring.
yeah, I won't
Yeah,
be
it
doing
was,
that.
it was impressive. And then Winks was about 15 reps back on the guy in the lane next to him. Coming second in that heat. Managed to just pick him off on the final 5 squats of the weekend.
Yeah.
That was one of my highlights of the weekend. That
I
was
didn't
pretty
have a
epic.
clue about that. I picked the sandbag up, tripped on the
The
first rep,
first rep,
and I
yeah.
was like, I've got to lock in. I just
Got to lock him,
just-
got to dial in.
looked forward and just went for boom 5.
Popped him on
next
the
5,
final.
next 5, next 5.
Final rep, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bad boys.
Bad
No, that was good.
bad
That was probably not one of my
So-
favourite comps.
Sandbag squats, what else is going to be with sandbag squats? Or did you even say squats?
Yeah, well, I was thinking maybe rings, just because I want them in that.
Yeah, so-
But then they're not going to make everyone do them. So what would
yeah,
it
that's
be?
the thing.
with?
Yeah,
You
what
can do-
progression would you have to get to the
Yeah.
rings?
Like if you're gonna.
Like you've already had toast bar. You've literally had every gymnastic
you wouldn't have
movement. I
toast
don't
rings.
think.
But then it's like, what else can they do? Maybe they do repeat a movement because they've had so many different movements in there.
Yeah,
already.
there's-
And with the fact that there's
I've had enough
not a
barbell.
worm, you know, that takes out.
Oh,
really.
well, yeah.
Unless they do bring worms in.
But
But those
If they-
have it in the other.
if they had
bits,
them
didn't
for the final,
Surely,
they'd
yeah.
put it in. And it's not like they're going to be delivered to the NEC halfway through. on the
Yeah,
Sunday
halfway
and be
through
like,
the
"Oh, we got 'em
competition."
now." But yeah, so I think that's why maybe they could use the bags to like that, and then rather than 4 people doing worm squats, they do 2 people sandbag squats or something like that, and then just. But yeah, I don't know what they do with it. That's why I think maybe
It's
the
like,
ramp.
you're probably not going to have an erg in there either because you've got the whole erg triathlon.
That's what we did say about how there's not just
Like an echo
event. Yeah, like we had ski worm. I think those are really good events where you have to go. You think full send. You think going ham on an erg, like doing some word movements with the team, then running off,
Yeah,
sending it for a bit on a bike or a ski or something. Those are good fun to watch.
Yeah.
Run off, tag your partner, and just constant relays like that.
Maybe
something
we'll
like
see some assault bikes. Not assault bikes.
Echo
Assault
bikes.
runners.
Oh,
Well, we've
saying
got
that.
assault runners.
In what?
Do you not think our run is not going to be an assault runner?
90 meters.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You think it's going to be just like...
That'll be a there and
Oh,
back.
right. Oh, I thought it was going to be...
Well, you were going to chase after him, weren't
Yeah, we're gonna do it
Chase
together.
after
He would be in my dust, son.
you? Chase after him on an assault
Chewing
runner.
at my ears.
Yeah, they could have an echo bike then, or an assault bike in the final workout.
Because I was thinking
It's
if
a lot of eggs, but...
I was thinking if
Me too.
if you
Yeah.
had like some sort of event that was like max distance on the erg between like so you keep swapping while like sub teams do different stuff.
Yeah.
Then that would be pretty cool. So like you have to.
One
you
of
have
the
to
Bryony's classics, is
you
it?
have to get a 10k row shed between 18 people.
Shed between 12. I'm at 40.
Yeah.
6k run.
Shout out, Brian.
Shout out.
Yeah, you could do like a 5k row. So you, why do I keep saying row? Run on the assault runner, and then when that's done, the other people can come in and help, like the sub team. So you like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is going to be an interesting one because I feel like they've utilised so many different movements. All the high skill, like they put the handstand walks with the high skill gymnastics on one workout. So yeah, it's like I feel like they've burnt through most of the options. That's why I think like the handstand push-ups, because it's the only thing I can think of that's not in there.
Rope, yeah.
And then the rope's not in there either.
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's
probably not going to be doing like clean and jerks because you've got thrusters and you've got ground to overheads in the other one.
Yeah.
Squat snatches, you've got the overhead squats, so you're not going to like barbell cycle squat snatches.
And you've got the ground to overheads as well. So
that's what I was thinking. You can almost split it up to be like, right, what are they targeting?
I tell you
there?
what
like
could
shoulders,
be in there.
legs,
Heavy
grip.
deadlifts.
Yeah,
Heavy barbell deadlifts.
that'd be delicious.
Yeah, give me some of that.
Axle bar.
Crank.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Oh no! Of
Lunges.
course, the frickin' pig.
Oh,
That's I actually wrote it down.
man.
The pig.
The
So we
pig.
got the velites and the pig flip, which
That's
they used.
That's
in,
pretty cool.
They used in Southwest Regionals.
Southwest Regionals.
And that's not compete force.
No, it's custom rig.
Yeah.
Modiflip.
Oh, is it
MCR.
compete
MCR?
force?
MCR.
That's
Modiflips,
it.
custom rigs. Shout out.
Modiflips.
That could be awesome.
Next sponsor
So, yeah.
of the show.
Yeah.
That would be epic.
Pig flips.
Yeah.
Pig flips would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did we get that from? Inside
Shout out, Brian.
Yeah, shout out Brian. Apparently.
Dubbed her in there.
Yeah. But
We didn't know nothing.
Brian.
Supposedly.
Who's Brian?
Brian?
Brian,
And Brian?
Yeah, well, I'm actually really hoping it's that.
that would be cool. That's like something again. You just don't do
completely
it, do you? I've never done a pig flip in my life.
No gyms have it, so everyone's even playing fields.
even playing
It will
fields.
suit the bigger people again, same as like ergs and stuff,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
take
fine.
it.
You partner that with something like double unders and handstand
very
push-ups.
shouldery.
Can you do anything else with a pig, like box jumper? Well, you've done many box jumpers.
I was going to say we've had 200 box step overs, however many box jump overs.
In Crash Crucible, I don't know, obviously it's a completely different pig.
They
said
pushed it.
They were like
Yeah.
driving
push
it.
it. That would be class.
Yeah.
Where it's like a length flipped, a length push. That would be pretty cool.
So could they flip that as well?
And GHDs.
Oh, man.
Jeez, they're not going to.
Well, that's what they did in Crash, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. And handstand.
And with dubs, that had dubs
and
and
handstand
handstand
push-ups.
yeah.
Maybe they're just copying Crash Crucible.
Good programming.
Yeah.
JR Howell.
Yeah.
Shout out everyone. JR Howell's coming on the pod next week.
There's no
One day,
podcast next week.
Mr. Self.
Yeah.
That would be pretty.
That'd be unreal.
Yeah, when we get this,
That's
get the up and running, we'll call in and
call in and
give
show
him a
them how
whoop
it's
in
done.
and then invite him in.
Yeah, into the. We'll say if we beat you, we don't win the money. It's going to come on our podcast.
Yeah.
But that is SID wrapped up.
Yeah.
Round it off
This
with
this weekend.
a cold quote.
5. And we're back to finish off
With our cold
episode number 2 with the cold quote from Winks this morning. The classic. Instead of saying preparing to fail.
Fail to prepare.
Oh fuck! Even I mess up the grammar. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Prepare to fail.
Yeah.
That's the classic.
Just
You
shorten it down.
boys. I'm going to drop one on you here. Prepare to fail.
What was the scenario that was in?
We were doing banded
strict toaster bar. So nothing to do with anything really.
Just prepare to fail.
Just you went, boys. Prepare to fail.
No, there must have been something. Oh, it's a warm up.
Prepare to fail.
We're warming up.
Yeah, I
You
said,
don't need to
why are
warm
you
up for
warming
this.
up for banded strict
Prepare
toaster
to
bar?
fail.
You went, prepare to fail.
Maybe I was going at you for not
Yeah.
prepare. You're gonna
Yeah, prepare.
So, to redeem yourself,
Yeah, quote rounding off this today's episode.
As a thinker, there's the thing. You can sleep on this. I think. Throw a pebble, catch a stone.